Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day of Finding Hope Through Faith. My name is Daniel. I'm your host, I guess. Right? So we finished Numbers last time, and we're getting into Deuteronomy now. And then, Numbers started out very, very numbery, to say the least, and then it ended up very, it's like in the middle. It was very graphic, and then it kind of ended the same way it started, just like dividing things. And yeah, okay. And then, so now we are getting into Deuteronomy. Hope everybody's doing well. So Deuteronomy, I'm not sure how long the chapters are. Let's see. Oh, it's not that long. Not as long as Numbers for sure. But let's get to it. These are the words which Moses spoke to all Israel beyond the Jordan in the desert, in the Arabah opposite. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. It is a journey of 11 days from Horeb to Kadesh by the way of the highlands of Seir. In the 40th year, on the first day of the 11th month, Moses spoke to the Israelites all of the commands that the Lord had given him in their regard. After he had defeated Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon, and Og, who lived, Moses began to explain the law in the land of Moab beyond the Jordan, as follows. The Lord our God said to us at Horeb, "You have stayed long enough at this mountain. Leave here and go to the hill country of the Amorites, and to all the surrounding regions, the land of the Canaanites, and the mountains, the foothills, and the seacoast, to Lebanon, as far as the great river, the Euphrates. I have given that land over to you. Go now and occupy the land I swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." That's 40 years. No wonder they were giving up hope. 40 years is a long time. I mean, for us anyway. I would give to them and their descendants at the time I said to you, "Alone I am unable to carry you." The Lord your God has so multiplied you that you are now as numerous as the stars in the sky. May the Lord, the God of your fathers, increase you 1,000 times over, and bless you as he promised. But how can I alone bear the crushing burden that you are alone with your bickering? Choose wise, intelligent, and experienced men from each of your tribes, that I may appoint them as your leaders. You answered me, "We agree to do as you have proposed." So I took outstanding men of your tribes, wise and experienced, and made them your leaders as officials over thousands, over hundreds, over 50s, over 10s, and other tribal officers. I charged your judges at the time, "Listen to complaints among your kinsmen, and administer true justice to both parties, even if one of them is an alien. In rendering judgment, I do not consider who a person is. Give ear to the lowly and to the great alike, fearing no man, for judgment is God's. Refer to me any case that is too hard for you, and I will hear it." Thereupon, I gave you the commands you were to fulfill. Then, in obedience to the command of the Lord our God, we set out from Horeb and journeyed through the whole desert, vast and fearful as you have seen, in the direction of the hill country of the Amorites. We have reached Kadesh, when I said to you, "You have come to the hill country of the Amorites, which the Lord our God is giving us. The Lord your God has given this land over to you. Go up and occupy it, as the Lord, the God of your fathers, commands you. Do not fear or lose heart." Then all of you came up to me and said, "Let us send men ahead to reconnoiter the land for us and report us on the road we must follow and the cities we must take," agreeing with the proposal. I choose 12 men from your number, one from each tribe. They set out into the hill country as far as the wadi and explored it. Then, taking along some of the fruit of the land, they brought it down to us and reported, "The land which the Lord our God gives us is good." But you refused to go up, and after defying the command of the Lord your God, you set to murmuring in your tents. Out of hatred for us, the Lord has brought us up out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hands of the Amorites and destroy us. What shall we meet with up there? Our kinsmen have made us faint-hearted by reporting that the people are stronger and taller than we, and their cities are large and fortified to the sky. Besides, they saw the Anakim there. But I said to you, have no dread or fear of them. The Lord your God, who goes before you, will himself fight for you, just as he took your part before your very eyes in Egypt, as well as in the desert, where you saw how the Lord your God carried you as a man carries his child, all along your journey until you arrived at this place. Despite this, you would not trust the Lord your God, who journeys before you to find you a resting place, by day in the cloud and by night in the fire, to show you the way you must go. When the Lord heard your words, he was angry, and he swore, "No man of this evil generation shall look upon the good land I swore to give you your fathers, except Caleb. He shall see it. For to him and to his sons I will give the land he trod upon, because he has followed the Lord unreservedly. The Lord was angered against me also on your account, and said, Not even you shall enter there, but your aide Joshua, son of Nun, shall enter. Encourage him, for he is to give Israel its heritage. Your little ones, who you said would become booty, and your children, who as yet do not know good from bad, they shall enter. To them I will give it, and they shall occupy it. But as for yourselves, turn and proceed into the desert on the Red Sea road. In reply, you said to me, We have sinned against the Lord. We will go up ourselves and fight, just as the Lord our God commanded us. And each of you girded on his weapons, making light of going up into the hill country. But the Lord said to me, Warn them, do not go up and fight, lest you be beaten down before your enemies, for I will not be in your midst. I gave you this warning, but you did not listen. In defiance of the Lord's command, you arrogantly marched off into the hill country. The Amorites living there came out against you and, like bees, chased you, cutting you down in Seir as far as Hormah. On your return, you wept before the Lord, but he did not listen to your cry or give ear to you. That is why you had to stay as long as you did at Kadesh. I mean, he gave them everything, and then they still whined and cried. I felt like kind of get what you get. Got to reap what you sow, right? I mean, these people, man, these people are whiny. I just don't like. He warned them, don't play with me, and they did it anyway. On to chapter 2. When we did turn and proceed into the desert on the Red Sea road, as the Lord had commanded me, we circled around the highlands of Seir for a long time. Finally, the Lord said to me, You have wandered around these highlands long enough. Turn and go forth. Give this order to the people. You are now about to pass through the territory of your kinsmen, the descendants of Esau, who live in Seir. Though they are afraid of you, be very careful not to come in conflict with them. For I will not give you so much as a foot of their land, since I have already given Esau protection of the highlands of Seir. You shall purchase it from them with silver, the food you eat, and the well water you drink. The Lord your God has blessed you in all your undertakings. He has been concerned about your journey through this vast desert. It is now 40 years that he has been with you, and you have never been in want. Then we left behind us the Araba route, let's see. Elath, Ezon, Seir, where our kinsmen, the descendants of Esau, live. And we went on towards the Moabites, or engaged them in battle. For I will not give you possession of any of their land, since I have gotten Ar to the descendants of Lot as their own. Formerly the Emin lived there, a people strong and numerous and tall like the Anakim, like when they were considered, I'm not sure, Rephaim. It was the Moabites who called them the Emin. In Seir, however, the former inhabitants were the Horites, the descendants of Esau, disposed them, clearing them out of the way and taking their place, just as the Israelites had done in the land of their heritage, which is the Lord had given them. Get ready then to cross the wadi. So we crossed it. 38 years had elapsed between our departure from Kadesh and that crossing. In the meantime, the whole generation of soldiers had perished from the camp, as the Lord had sworn they should, for it was the Lord's hand that was against them, till he wiped them out from the camp completely. When at the length death had put an end to all the soldiers among the people, the Lord said to me, you are now about to leave Ar and the territory of Moab behind. As you come opposite of the Amorites, do not show hostility or come in conflict with them, for I will not give you possession of any land of the Amorites, since I have given it to the descendants of Lot as their own. That's interesting. Advance now across the wadi, Arnon. I now deliver into your hands Sihon, the Amorite king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin the occupation, engage him in battle. This day I will begin to put a fear and the dread of you into every nation under the heavens, so that at the mention of your name they will quake and tremble before you. So I sent messengers from the desert of Kedemoth to Sihon, king of Heshbon, with this offer of peace. Let me pass through your country by the highway. I will go along it without turning aside to the right or the left. For the food I eat, which you will supply, and for the water you give me to drink, you shall be paid in silver. Only let me march through, as the descendants of Esau who dwell in Seir and the Moabites who dwell in Ar have done, until I cross the Jordan into the land which the Lord our God is about to give us. But the king refused to let us pass through his land, because the Lord your God made him stubborn in mind and obstinate in heart, that he might deliver him upon you, as indeed he has done now. Then the Lord said to me, now I have already begun to hand over to you Sihon and his land. Begin the actual occupation. So Sihon and all his people advanced against us to join the battle at Jez. But since the Lord our God had delivered him to us, we defeated him and his sons and all his people. At the time we seized all his cities and doomed them all with their men, women, and children. We left no survivor. So I know usually it's like women and children are kind of left alone, but I guess not. Just everybody dies. Our only booty was the livestock and the loot of the captured cities. From Eror in the edges of the Wadi Arnon, and from the city in the Wadi itself, as far as Gilead, no city was too well fortified for us, to whom the Lord had delivered them up. However, in obedience to the command of the Lord our God, you did not encroach upon any of the Amorite land, neither the region bordering on the Wadi, nor the cities of the highlands. The Wadi Jabuk. Guess there's different wadis. All right, on to chapter 3. Then we turned and proceeded towards Bashan. But Og, king of the Bashan, advanced against us with all his people to give battle at Edrei. The Lord, however, said to me, "Do not be afraid of him, for I have delivered him into your hand with all his people and his land. Do unto him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon." And thus the Lord our God delivered into our hands Og with all his people. We defeated him so completely that we left him no survivor. At the time we captured all his cities, none of them eluding our grasp, the whole region of Argob, the king of Og, 60 cities in all, to say nothing of the great number of unwalled towns. All the cities were fortified with high walls and gates and bars, as we had done to Sihon, king of Heshbon. Also here we doomed all the cities with their men, women, and children. But all the livestock and the loot for each city we took as booty for ourselves. And so at the time we took from the 2 kings of the Amorites beyond the Jordan of the territory from the Wadi Arnon to Mount Hermon, compromising all the cities of the plateau and all Gilead and the cities of the kingdom of Og, including, I can't pronounce those. Let's see. Skip past a little bit. When we occupied the land at that time, I gave Reuben and Gad the territory from Eror, on the edge of the Wadi Arnon, halfway up to the highlands of Gilead and the cities therein. The rest of Gilead and all the Bashan and the kingdom of Og, the whole Argob region, I gave to the half-tribe of the Manasseh. To Mashir I gave Gilead, and to Reuben and Gad the territory from Gilead to Wadi Arnon, including the Wadi Bed and its banks, and to the Wadi Jabbok, which is the border of the Amorites, as well as, okay, so it's just basically telling you what it was. At that time I charged them as follows: the Lord your God has given you this land as your own, but all you troops equipped for battle must cross over in the vanguard of your brother Israelites. Only your wives and children, as well as your livestock, of which I know you have a large number, shall remain behind in the towns I have given you, until the Lord has settled your kinsmen as well, and they too possess the land which the Lord your God will give them on the other side of the Jordan. Then you may all return to the possessions I have given you. It was then that I instructed Joshua, your eyes have seen all that the Lord your God has done to both these kings, so too will the Lord do to all the kingdoms which you will encounter over there. Fear them not, for the Lord your God will fight for you. And it was then that I besought the Lord, O Lord God, you have begun to show your servant your greatness and might. For what God in heaven or on earth can perform deeds as mighty as yours? Let me cross over and see this good land beyond the Jordan, this fine hill country, and the Lebanon. But the Lord was angry with me on your account and would not hear me. Enough, the Lord said to me. Speak to me no more of this. Go up to the top of Pisgah and look out to the west and to the north and to the south and to the east. Look well, for you shall not cross this Jordan. Commission Joshua and encourage and strengthen him, for he shall cross at the head of his people and shall put them in possession of the land you are to see. This was while we were in the ravine opposite of Beth. Wow. So, God giveth and God taketh away. That's what I'm seeing. Shouldn't piss people off. I'm just gonna put that out there. Shouldn't just piss off their Almighty, because obviously he has wrath. You don't wanna excite his wrath. That's not good. Deuteronomy starting off it's kind of good, but we'll see. I mean, he's obviously starting to punish people for not following what they said or what he told them to do. But we'll figure out next time. And thanks for coming to see me. Have a good day.